Ludo Lakintha, Imperial bracket third place here. Row Rage will be where we start. Nice little hybrid map here. And then we've got Arabia and Mountain Ridge also in the map pool. I think this is the home map for the two players throughout the tournament. And as far as civs go, if we take a look at what they've picked here, Japanese and Mongols first pick, but then Mongols get sniped. And Italians also get sniped from Ludo here. But otherwise, some pretty strong civs around the place. Chinese quite good on row rage. I imagine we'll see that. Arabia, of course, your standard Arabia civs. Maybe an Inca there, perhaps. Magyar's also quite solid. See what we get down to with Mountain Ridge. Of course, the siege is quite nice there. Maybe row rage seems good for Japanese as well, perhaps. We'll have a look and we'll see what they've got. But there's no time to waste. We'll get straight into the action. Well, we're here now. We've got these Rex up, ready to go. Game number 1, Ludo and Lakintha. This is for third place in Division C. It's going to be the Magyars for Ludo. And it's going to be the very interesting Chinese pick for Lakintha. You can see early Loom, but then idle TC, not that idle because of the rate of deep fish. Unfortunately, he has killed the cow on top of that, and I realize I don't have enhanced graphics on, which I can do. So he's unfortunately killed the cow there, so not the best start from Lakintha, but there won't be much idle TC time, which will be good, and he'll be able to start smashing them out. Looks to be a Javelina out on the field. A little bit less food there. Then the boar, 300 to 340. And these two players definitely should know what to do here. If they haven't played on the map, they would have definitely seen a little bit of it with how who had this? Ghost Rider had this as his home map, and of course we've seen some matches played in the finals around this map as well. It's been a common one, actually. I think a lot of players have kind of allowed this to be their neutral map, so it's been quite good to watch. Let's see what we've got here. So Chinese get a very fast start. You can see they are up about 2 villages, and they will be up 3 villages once Loom comes in. So Magyar's no eco bonus either, so this is going to have to be very fast aggression from Ludo, or else you would think that the Chinese are going to have too much eco to work with and get their job done. So that's certainly something to consider here for Ludo in this matchup. The fast scouts will be nice. Cheaper. Attack upgrades are free. That's always good. The Chinese will be able to get access to, well, fire lancers. We probably won't see fire ships on this map, but fire lancers, quite nice. The town center does give you a lot of vision as well. Oh, there's 2 Javelinas as well. I forgot about that. Thought there was only 1. You should see hybrid builds here, so that's what the Chinese here are going for with Lakintha. He's going to drop a dock in the middle. Ludo isn't as heavy on wood. He's about to go to it now, but clearly will be behind in dock timing. You do want to dock, I think, and take some of the middle fish. You're not really playing water. It certainly is a map where the water is the side piece. And you know, it's not really safe enough to like go heavy fish traps or anything either. I think you just dock, you get your 3 fish, and that's about it. I mean, you could drop a fish trap, but I wouldn't be adding fish. Like, I think just whatever you make in Dark Age, sit with it. I wouldn't delete fishing ships though. Like, I can't do that. I would spend 100 wood. I would drop 3 fish traps. You can now garrison your fishing ships, but you don't really have the protection. I think you do that. You keep the dock. You have a demo. Because you never know. Maybe someone gets lazy with their army. They get a demo. And here we go. You're going to see Ludo go to the top here. So not even going to fight on water. They're both just going to take one. Happy days. Deer will be pushed in as well. Actually, that's set up nicely for a double. Is he just going to somehow bring in 3 here without even trying? I think he might. I think you try and kill those two. Oh no, what do we got? We're going to kill that one. We're going to kill that one. Oh, yeah, okay. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. I mean, it's a bit of a walk, but I take everyone off fish here and go take those. Now, transport must be a misclick. That's a misclick from Ludo. Certainly, as someone who plays a lot of water maps, no hotkey for a transport ship. We do not need one. You never make that many transports where you require a hotkey for it, so I remove it. Okay, both players are on the way up. Ludo will be quicker. He was slower to the dock, which meant he got the food coming in faster. Seeing a barracks now. And, yeah, well, La Quinta is going to be up, as you can see here, more vills, 3 more vills, because Loom has come in and he's just a vill behind on the uptime. So 4 extra vills on the way up to the next stage. The res collected is flying as a result. Absolutely flying. Still taking the fish under the TC here, which is nice. And there is that uptime. It's going to be a stable, and the stable is going to be not spotted. Just out of reach for that scout. Should expect a stable, though, from the Magyars. I was surprised. I do get surprised at the lack of man-at-arms plays from Magyars. It feels like it's not a bad one. It feels like it would be a good decision. It's going to be archery range from the Chinese as the Magyar scout hangs around. But yeah, the free melee attack upgrades means man-at-arms with +1. Transition into archers. Yeah, you're not playing scouts, but you don't need to win the game with the scouts and the upgrades on, you know, the free melee attack upgrades on your scouts. You can do it with your village, with your man-at-arms as well, and then you can see what the game progresses into. I guess the common play is often cav archers, and that's where maybe seeing your opponent be on skirms in feudal age or in late feudal age is not really the way you would want to go cav archers into that. I'd love a demo here. Again, just saying, like, if he's going to attack the fishing ships, just prep a demo. Like, all these die in one hit. They have 45 HP. One demo has got 75 melee damage.
Yes.
So it all goes down. Little egg walls here from La Quinta. Surprised at the wall going this way. Just trying to keep the base really tight. It's prepping the archers, prepping a lot of spears as well.
Yes.
Just a bit of a pause when the two players were going through there. Scouts are in though. Oh, these will be dead bills. Oh, there's a spearman there, thankfully. One eco death. One bill goes down. That was unfortunately not walled. A veal for a scout. Probably worth it for Ludo, but remember, he is still 3 vills down. As long as the Chinese keep that TC running, they will be in a very, very nice spot. 1,000 res collected extra, and now we're seeing archers and spears come forward, but the downside is he has seen the range. I was going to say, everything here dies to skirms, and he has seen the skirms. So this army coming forward is going to run straight into skirms, and Ludo's being smart here. He's going to go for the second dock. He's going to try and take out the rest of these fish here. which I don't mind either. Again, I just think, maybe not at this point. I don't know whether when the eco is right on the limit. I think in Lakintha's point of view, with the gold already being mined, I would go queue up a demo to be safe here. But Lordo isn't at the moment. He does have 23 on wood, and these guys are long distance wood. He does need to go back and check on those. He's long distance gold as well. He needs to get that 100. Needs to get that 100 wood in so he can drop both a lumber camp, or another 100 as well. Needs to get a lumber camp here and a mining camp out here. We're seeing a Hulk take care of a scout. Nice defensive Hulk. Javisti, hello. Welcome along. Yes, it's a very nice matchup indeed. These two played during the group stage as well. I forgot what the result was. I will go back and check that. But we got, yeah, this best of 3 here for 3rd place in Div C. It's been a bit of a bit slack from me. It's been a while, but I do need to get through this. I have enjoyed it. Just had a few things on, sadly. Got 5 sets to get through in total before we have casted every single one in Division C. Seeing these big walls come up, and the Chinese eco has worked out. Look at that now. 1,500 res collected extra, and the castle age time is in, and it's going to be around that 20-minute mark. 40 seconds faster than the Magyars. With the fish going down. Surprised at where this has happened. Oh, I guess there's been a bit of idle time. No, sorry, it's the additional fishing ships from Lordo that's seeing the worker numbers increase. Those players have got good. Yeah, well, that's you were Division B, weren't you? It's a very interesting thing around this elo, I find, because you can get there in different ways. Like for me personally, I'm ever so slightly below this. My idle TC time, it's my eco that carries me, right? I'm very good at keeping the TC running. I feel like that's just how I learned. But then my downfall is that my archers, or my skirms will die to archers, right? So yeah, there you go. That's a very good comment, right? That is the thing that I now need to add to my own game, where it's going, oh yeah, this is the time where I don't make vills. Early game, rarely need to go down that path, but yeah, that mid game, it's about learning, oh, okay, this is the time where I need to stop making villages because I need to win a fight, or I need to focus on the fight. I think it would always be eco first. It's always, oh, where's, you know, got to get my vills in the right spots and working on the right spots, and then all my army dies. So if I just put them in the right spots to start with, be good. Got some crossbows running around, but they can't really break through at the moment. They might have a look at these palisade walls, but even then, there is a workshop here, and there probably will be a mangonel coming out of there at some point soon. And there are the skirms back here too. But the second TC for Lakintha, he wants to double down on that eco lead. Yeah, I think one of the first things we get taught, and one of the easiest tips that you hear get given to new players, is make vills. Make vills and make units. Like, it just make, well, but firstly make vills, and if you make vills, you'll be good. You go knights, there might be a hole here. There is a hole, but quick walls. Knights will get a kill for sure. They're going to get more than one kill. Oh no, the quick walls have not worked. Not quite in, and Knights are going to get some really, really good damage now. Mangonel could get a good hit on here as well. And a couple of Cav Archers. And, oh, nearly. Good awareness from Lakintha. Good awareness. He gets away from the Mangonel, keeps the archers alive. And now... Oh, as I say that, there's the curse. Mangonel with one massive hit there. He's going to add a town centre out to the side, but Lakintha's position does look quite nice. He will be up 7 workers. He's got that second TC quicker. The question will be, what do the two players go for regarding their compositions? It's certainly leaning Cav Archers for the Magyars, unsurprisingly. It's going to be Knights and Crossbowmen from the Chinese. We're going to see how that plays out. We're going to be another town centre. It's going to be on a hill, that one. And also the monastery is handy for the Knights as well. These spearmen are throwaway army. They don't really have much use anymore. Down they go. And these knights are going to take out fish and the fish traps that are here. I think it's okay. As I said, I think it's okay to fish trap here. I think it's okay if your opponent chooses to spend their time taking down a dock here. So, I don't think that's too bad. One fishing ship was able to be garrisoned, which is nice. Seeing a uni now, that'll be for ballistics for all those crossbow. But the eco lead for the Chinese is very much there. He's just got to find out, or find a way to use it now. Nice kill on the Vil. Ludo's prepping long term. He's already brought 1 relic in. There's 2. 3 should be a very achievable. 4 and 5 a little bit harder to get a hold of though. But there's no monks or monastery from the Chinese just yet. There's a conversion. Monk will go down. Cav Archers will do the job. They do have Bodkin, which is important. No ballistics on them just yet. And that one converted knight didn't get that much in. But it does push away the army now. These 2 knights are hanging around as well. Seeing some farms. Open farming. Still some berries to take. Ballistics will be probably the next thing for Ludo. Lakintha has already got that uni, so ballistic should be coming in any second now. He does have 20 crossbow, but he's got to micro these guys against Cav Archers for now. And there we go. Ballistics timing is there. 3rd TC. Look at that res collector difference, though. That is a massive difference. Not sure what's going on here. Mill got deleted for a TC, never got built. Done this many times myself as well. You go to drop a building and then you've kind of shift clicked it in the wrong way, or you've held down shift. But it's not to be. Yeah, these skirms. Yeah, these skirms might be needed. No, I think they're going to go down now. Good call in chat, but they're about to drop. Sadly, it's going to be all Cav Archers for the Magyars here. All about the Cav Archers. And now ballistics is in for the Chinese, and that'll help. Oh, nice conversion there. I never get conversions that quickly. And another one. Oh, that was trailing. Kept the build-up going there. Cav Archers are doing all right. Important fight, but with ballistics, the crossbow should go okay. Just needs to bring the rest of them in. There's 23 out here, but there's only 9 here. Personally, whenever I see a Civ with Fire Lancer, I want Fire Lancers. Another conversion. Ludo's getting a bank up of 10-minute pause. There we go. They had a pause at this moment. Lurdo's getting his knights, but they're getting converted knights, which do not get the free iron casting, sadly. Everyone stops, takes their breath a little bit. The 3 relics is going to be handy for Lurdo, though. As this game goes later, he does have 3 relics. There's not even a monastery on the other side for Lakintha to get the other 2. Yeah, Lurdo, I feel like he does have the better civ. Yeah. I wouldn't mind a skirm switch from Lakintha, though. I mean, I know that crossbows can go well against the cav archers, but oh, there we go, sneaking the monastery, sneaking the relic away. I like that. It's gonna get caught because it should get seen. Yeah, it's gonna be seen, but the monk will at the very least be able to bring. He'll be able to bring this relic, if not home, very close to home. Oh, he goes down right there. Unfortunate there from that guy. Halb Scorpion. Yeah, I think anything that forces... Yeah, of course. Do they get a Scorpion bonus? Rocketry in Imperial. I feel like anything that forces the Magyars off of these guys, right? If you're making the Magyar player make skirms or long swords or their own siege, like, not that siege is bad, but actually playing with mangonels instead of just one defensive one. This is going to be a good fight, though, for the Magyars. And again, this is going to clean up a lot of these. And we're seeing Fire Lancers being prepped now from the Chinese. Lurdo's starting to get a hold on this game. He is behind in workers. He is well behind in res collected, but he's got the better army. Yeah, Luchan is definitely the way in Imp. Take that middle pond. And there we go. All that army goes down. I mean, Luchan's will take away all of these. Yeah, Lurdo with ballistics will do very well. It looks like he's prepping Imp. He's going more ranges, market, and he's going to go up to Imp without a uni here. Oh, there is that uni, but he's going to go Imp first. And he's going to be the first one up as well. He's going to be the first one to Imp. He's going to be down in worker units. I just wonder what Lakintha's plan is here. Scorpions would be nice. I like Fire Lancers. I think Fire Lancers are just a great unit. But the main unit here is more Cav Archers than Knights. And double gold comp is going to run dry. Like, you have to go and expand. You have to go find those golds to take. He is doing that at the moment. There are little golds around the place to get a hold of. But double gold comp is a little bit scary because you do put yourself on a bit of a limit and you're not really ready. Not really ready for any trash units. Just yet. Yeah, this will be interesting. Okay, so he's gone for the scouts as Lurdo. Knights are going to get some damage here at the back. These are completely unprotected. No walls, no army. It is just the town center, but with double armored knights, this shouldn't be a problem. These guys can dive. They can take out a lot. Yeah, the crossbow have to come back to sort this out. And there's going to be some serious losses here for Lakintha. This is going to level up the villager count completely. That is deaths everywhere. I think we've seen numbers definitely in the 10s. 20 eco kills now for these guys. That is a massive, massive loss. Brings back all the army, and now, is there anything coming through the front? Not yet. He's just going to prep. Wait for Imp. Wait for the Imp upgrades. They're going to go down a bench. Actually, I don't even know if they're going to go down just yet. Look at how far they've forced these guys to run around. Wow, wow, that is a massive, massive loss. We're down to 103 bills each now. Upgrades coming in. I'd like a castle. Castle is being prepped for recurve bow as well. I imagine that won't be far away. Wow, those knights got some massive value. Gonna see Arb, Bracer, Chemistry. We're seeing all those upgrades similarly for the Magyars as well for their ranged units. Parthian Tactics now 2. This game hits Imp. It's 4 relics to 0. This relic won't get taken anytime soon, but it's a great position for Ludo if this game goes really late. And I think with the Magyars as well, it's quite nice. Of course, the potential to play Corvinian army with Magyar Hussar is quite good as well. I quite like this position here. There are a lot of res. There's a lot of res. That is very true. The Arbs could deny this castle, though. The Cav Archers are going to have to get in there. Maybe sacrifice themselves. He doesn't see the castle yet. He's about to, but it might be too late by then. So he's going to see the castle now. It's up at 70%. And these scouts will throw themselves away just to make sure this castle goes up. Over to the right side, these light cav are getting a little bit of value. They're going to dive a little bit, try and see what they can find, but what's it going to be? No, they're just going to kind of run around until they die, to be honest. That's not going to work. Only one gets away. Now he waits. No bombard cannon for either civ here, so it's going to be Trebs. Trebs will be the way. I'm muted. Sorry, Rapunzel. I muted myself there. There's a cannon galleon on the field. I muted when I took a drink, and then we're back now. Cannon galleon is here. Interesting choice of res. Recurve bow is in as well. That'll give these Cav Archers an extra range and attack. Engaging on Arb Fire Lancer will be tough. Fire Lancers can get all their armor upgrades. They don't have them at the moment. Random Cannon Galleon. I love it. And he's going to fight. He's going to try and dive these Trebs here. This is important to take the Trebs out. Take the Trebs out and you can fall back to your castle again and give it time. Fighting the Arbs in this moment. I'm not sure that's the spot to keep going. He's going to keep going, though. He is going to keep going. He's going to back in the fact that he's got the better army here. All armored up are these light cav. No Hussar yet, but the Arbs are going to go and dwindle down in numbers. A bunch of them did garrison, thankfully. Siege Engineers now for the Cannon Galleon. Do Magyars get elite? They do not, so they're stuck on their 14 range. I mean, sure. The Siege Engineers is obviously handy for the Trebs as well. But I'm looking at this from the Cannon Galleon's perspective. We have recurve bow. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. We got recurve bow. We've got chemistry. We've got Parthian tactics. Yeah, I think the Cav Archers are upgraded now. Cav Archers are there. They are ready to go. I think the next step would be Hussar, right? The Hussars are next. Try and get that Hussar upgrade. Maybe even think about Corvinian army. Consider the Magyar Hussar, but there's only one castle production. They do train exceptionally quickly, though. And he's going to get Doc here now. Gonna add another cannon galleon? This looks great now for Ludo. This position looks great. It looks like he's just going to be able to push. This monk is unfortunately stuck. But there is no way to path out of this. Oh, what have we got here? There is a way. Oh, it's open. It's actually open there. This guy's going to be able to get out. As the Hussar tech is in, diving the Trebs. When Ludo sees a Treb, he is diving the Trebs. And there are 2 Trebs here. That'll take out this Chinese castle. That goes down very quickly. And the Hussars, well, he's only 50 on food. I think we need another 20 farmers, to be honest. Yeah, this... Did the monk get out? I think the monk may have died. The monk has died. But it's open. And now raid's being prepared down that northern side. More ranges. Yeah, more production buildings. We're at 200 pop here for Ludo. And actually La Quinta is as well. So both players can now put their focus in more production buildings. And balancing their ecos. I mean, La Quinta's eco's fine. So he just needs to fight. 200 pop. Out of gold. And this is the problem I spoke about 20 minutes ago. He hasn't been able to expand to the other golds in time. There is one here, but it's currently under attack from one Hussar. And he hasn't been able to get access to these 2, which means he's now just out of gold and was on double gold comp. And there's that one cannon galleon in the middle dock. The Arbs, but once the Arbs go down, what's the prep? It's feudal age spearmen. And La Quinta is now in a lot of trouble. He is going to lose. He's going to lose game number 1. He is not going to win game number 1 here. He can try all he wants, but it's just going to be running feudal age spearmen in. These Arbs are eventually going to go down, and the Magyars have managed to hold on. They held on through the early game against that Chinese better eco, and you can see now the res collected has completely switched. Ludo's managed to do it. The Magyars are going to push through. There's going to be a castle built on the front here. Although the army has left this position, it's just the Trebs. And this might actually get denied or at least postponed. What's the fight around here? It doesn't seem like... It looks like it's house-walled enough from Ludo. That's a lot of Cav Archers for that many Arbs. Maybe Ted also could have come back this way. This is going to get denied. It's at 86%. It's not going to go up right now. But Ludo can put his next army, the next wave of the army can just come back. The Arbs go down. La Quinta's got an army, but it's Chinese light cav. No Hussar for Chinese. It's just a lot of Chinese light cav that don't have the last army yet. They don't have Blast Furnace yet either. So this is it, and so eventually Ludo can come back and he can just clean this up. He's got Hussar and all the upgrades. Completely upgraded army. Cannon Galleon will drop, but all the rest of it will go down. And he can start clicking the other techs as well. He can complete this castle. He can follow it up with almost 2 more. And he's going to start stonewalling the outside as well. Yeah, this game is Ludo's. This game is Ludo's. It's 200 pop. He can dive whatever he needs to. Look at that. Spearman. Feudal Age Spearman coming in. That's not going to work. More ranges. This is fine. He can just run straight in. Look at the army. 43 heavy Cav Archer. 43 Magyar heavy Cav Archer. And this will be game number 1 going to Ludo. Firmly going to Ludo here. Look at all the buildings being dropped as well. This game is done. This game is very, very much done. Well done to Ludo. Just needs La Quinta to tap out at some point. It is game number 1. It's only a best of 3 though. But we can go ×2 speed from here. When crop rotations coming in, you know the game is firmly done. And Ludo gets on the board to kick this best of 3 off. Well, the Chinese getting beaten here. They have a 2 villager advantage from minute 1. They have a 3 villager advantage from like feudal age onwards. And you can see here, there's that eco population. Lakintha was always ahead. That raid leveled it up. And then he wasn't able to push through this moment. Perhaps, yeah, didn't make the army, didn't push. Maybe needed to try and get some siege on the front. Use the map control. Because he was, if we do go back and have a look briefly here, he was pushing, like he had the map control, right? He was in a position where his army was fighting at the front. A siege workshop on this hill, or even double, just to be able to annoy these cav archers, whether it's scorpions or mangonels. And then he's able to push the position a little bit and work towards maybe a castle on the front, or that earlier imp timing. But well done from Lordo. He hung on. He got to a point where his Civ had the advantage, and he takes game number 1 here on Row Rage. Time for Lakintha to get his home map, and he's going for the Insta Drush with the Inca. Of course, this was played before the recent Champy nerfs. So the Inca are very, very strong at this point in time. So we'll see how he can play it. See ya later, Javisti. Thank you for popping in. Enjoy your sleep. Of course, I'm casting here early morning. Well, not early morning. Mid-morning Australian time. But yeah, that is late over in Europe. Yeah, Lakintha here with the Inca. This should be strong, right? Second champion on the way out already. Mountain Ridge here, as you got the potential to lure a lot of deer in. You also do have a quite open base. So I do like playing the Inca here more than on Arabia. Just because it's a bit harder to wall. You're often going out. You can't really wall the shorefish when you go to mill. So I like it. Early boar being brought in. You only get 1 boar on this map. So good from Lordo to bring this in nice and early. But there'll be 2 champions on the board, on the field pretty quickly. And we'll see what this can do. You're going to notice. You need to notice from Lordo's perspective that the score is huge. And when the score is that big, you need to wall in that wood line. You need to understand that the score is only this big because there's army on the field. And because there's army on the field, you've got to do some work around it. And yeah, there you go. Scout has to run, can't push in any more deer. Early walls come in. Question will be, how many Champy will Lakintha make? The 2, I think, is still going to be common. I reckon even with the nerf, I can see these civs. Oh, that's an unfortunate boar lure from Lakintha. I can still see immediate barracks, house, the second Champy scout, and still going for the lane, potentially, with it. The harassment. Just thinking about a generic land map here. The harassment's always good. Just knocking on houses, right? Yes, they're slower. Yes, they don't have the attack. Yes, they can't really, like, fight that much, but yeah, I can still see it being a choice. The same way, like, Portuguese often mill berries before they lumber camp, and Gujaras mill, and other civs do like the idea of an early drush. I think the South American civs will still have this option to them. They just won't be playing 15 champion Dark Age anymore. But maybe Lakintha's going to go down that path for us today. Of course, this is before all those nerfs came in. He's just going to have the 2 for now. He didn't get a lame in. He has forced some walls. He hasn't forced loom yet. So we'll see what he can put in place here. He's got that map control though. Dropping the first settlement. Could have a settlement back here to go for the shorefish as well as the wood line at the back. Jeez, the vills are very much running around the place in ways that I don't like. Seeing Loom now for the Koreans. Both these players like their man-at-arms rushes earlier in the tournament. And yeah, Lordo's getting his Loom in now. There is a Champy versus Scout Cav here. That house doesn't go down. It will have to get repaired though. Let's see what we've got. Lordo is going to be the first one up, which you would expect. He hasn't invested in a barracks or an extra Champy Scout. We're going to see an Inca settlement forward here. The Inca, how good is this with the settlements providing pop space? The Incas just don't need to build houses. They're basically the Huns. They're almost another Huns at this point. You build one house at the start, and you can pretty much get away without needing any houses after that. At least not until Castle Age. Yeah, I reckon there'll be plenty of players who build one house at the start with the Inca and just don't end up needing to do anything else for so much longer. Lordo's still going to try man-at-arms here with the Koreans. That is the plan. The plan is still going to be man-at-arms. He has got 3 in queue. They're going to be a little bit slow. I mean, it is kind of expected. He did get pressured early. He did have to build some extra walls. Get Loom a bit earlier than he wanted to. So the militia won't be out and on the way. It might be worse actually. They're gonna train okay, but it's always nice if they are already on the way when Feudal Age kicks in. So yeah, you can see them. They'll be rocking up. They won't be too bad. How much does he know? He's actually got no idea where La Quinta is at the moment. He doesn't know the exact location of the Inca base. But Man-at-Arms will come in. And he'll have a small window here to be able to do some damage. Back at home. Ooh, there's no range follow-up yet. He's got the wood for it. He also needs to worry about this Vil. I can't work out what's walled and what's not here. This Champy Scout... It's lost some health, so it can't actually fight, and it can't... Oh, it's just about to. So with Feudal Age kicking in, yeah, he notices the Vils now, and he's got to run away. It's going to be full Champy from La Quinta. Man-at-Arms are going to try and run around, go towards that settlement. It's going to be spotted. It is open. Champy runner now. It's going to be stable from the Koreans. So, Lordo's going to try and go for... He's going to try and go for Scouts. Scouts are probably the best. Oh, no, that's unfortunate. These Vils will drop. Once Champy runner comes in, these guys are in trouble. Yeah, you can't fight this back. These guys are good. Man-at-Arms will be okay. Walls come in. No Vils go down here for La Quinta. And these Man-at-Arms are stuck. The problem with archers against these guys is the 2 PS armor. So I think scouts? I think that's what people are saying, right? Scouts are probably the best, but... Because they do outrun. Because archers aren't faster than these dudes. These dudes are quick. Of course, a good mass of archers is there, but the 2 to 3 archers counter Man-at-Arms. But 2 to 3 archers are countered by 2 to 3 Champy. And speaking of the Man-at-Arms, though, in we go. There's a kill. Good value in the end. Scout, unfortunately, goes down. Gets the Champy. Can he get a Vil to go with it? No, he's going to back away now. Forces idle time out of 4 more Vils, though. Does he get one more? That's the big question here. No. Vils do the job. Vils get the cleanup. And La Quinta is sitting pretty now. He's got 3 more Vils. kept the TC running. Ludo's had some idle time. He's got farms. Look at the farm counts for both players, actually. 11 farms here. And 11 farms here as well. So both players getting their farm counts going. Settlement out on the next lot of shorefish. These scouts are going to try and run around the base of the Inca. See what they can find. I'm sure the Inca villagers will be confused, wondering what these animals are. They would never have seen horses in their lives. And they are getting attacked. There's going to be another dead Vil here. Good pick off. Yep. Happy days. Could be another one as well. There should be another one. Take the Vil and run. They do lose 2 scouts, but you get 2 Vils. You get 2 Vils. As long as these Champy don't end up doing serious damage, it's not a bad trade for Ludo. I say that as there's now going to be 8 Champy running towards the Korean base. And there will be some problems here. There will be some problems. Serious defense needed from Ludo now. Alright. Yeah, these Champy are going to find some good value here, I think. Oh boy. It's walled, but it's palisade walled. And even there, it's palisade. I think we need a stone wall piece behind that. There's going to need to be a, like, this is a problem. This is going to be a problem very, very soon. The full Champy spam is here. It is time. And we're going to need stone walls if we are Ludo. We're seeing the forging upgrade come in now for the Koreans. Not convinced. Not convinced. He's going to try and fight this without forging. I think you're going to try and wait for forging. Yeah, pull him away. And if you can get full... Oh no, this house is going to go down. This house is going to go down. Need another Vil. Needs another Vil. There's no one repairing? There's no one really repairing. Ludo. Problems. Big problems. Champy are in. The Champy are in the base. And the scouts have to fight now. They do have forging, which means they'll get some good value. And in fact, they might actually clean this up. How good are the Champy against scouts with forging? The Champy have now got scale mail armor, which is good. And they are getting forging themselves. But not, they don't have them just yet. But now you got to worry again on the other side. There's just going to be Champy everywhere. Full Champy spam. La Quinta's got the Vil lead. La Quinta's got the army lead. And La Quinta is in a position to be able to really put some pressure on. Oh my god, there's so many. Oh, the Vils are on the wrong side of the gold mine. Oh boy, this is open. These are dead Vils. There's no mining camp. Oh, how do you even take gold at the moment? You need to tower and like stonewall some Vils in on this side. There's no other way. And I love the addition of the spearmen. Just a couple of spearmen to try and change. To try and force the scouts away. That's a lot of Champy. Scouts, the Champy runner. All feudal upgrades are in. Very interesting. all quiet on my perspective. There's not a lot going on. The two players are kind of just chilling out. Lakinta's on the way to the Castle Age, and I think that's what he's waiting for. He's happy to sit back. He's got 22 Champion Runner. I think he's just happy to wait. Just make more. Wait for the next stage. And then overwhelm. He's adding a third barracks now. Yeah, this is big. This is going to be a devastating blow. This is going to be a devastating blow. In fact, because there's absolutely nothing now, we're just going to go ×2 speed. Like, well, we'll slow it down once Lakinta hits Castle Age here. We'll slow it back down. But this is going to be devastating. And I think Lordo's thinking Fire Lancer, but that's not going to work out here. Because these guys have got... Fire Lancer are shock infantry. So there's bonus damage from the Champy, and yeah, this is bad. Actually, Arson? Yeah, he does have Arson as well. And yeah, Champy Warrior, Chainmail Armor. Think about some Iron Casting as well. There's no rush. Lordo can be on the way up, but Lordo needs counter damage, if anything, here. These Champy are just going to flatten everything. This game ends in the next 5 minutes. These guys are getting through. I'm sorry to say, Lordo, this is going to go 1-1. We're going to game 3. I can't see how the Koreans hold this. It's going to need to be, like, guard towers are going to be needed everywhere, and he's not on stone. I think all the stone looks to be in the middle. Yeah, there's no stone. Oh, there's a bit of stone there. 41 Champion Warriors at the 27-minute mark, with your opponent just hitting the Castle Age. No upgrades. Oh, everything's going down. Once he's in, this is over. This is over, people. This is all done. The Champion are about to break through. You can try Fire Lancers, but that's not going to work. Not against this much army. 51 army to 1. The Champy are in. The Champy just absolutely shred. They have got all their armor upgrades in. 5 pierce armor. The town centers do 1 damage. They need to get Fletching and Bodkin before they do any extra damage. And this is done. This is absolutely over. This is over. It's 1-1. We're going to game 3 on Arabia. Yeah, Lordo calls it. Inca are good. 72 army. In, what was that, a 28-minute game? Wild. What a game. Lakintha absolutely flying along. And he had the eco behind it as well. Didn't have too much idle time. Lordo had a bit more. And yeah, he just blew it away. Just Inca stuff. Didn't really get the full Dark Age experience. He made that second one, which we spoke about. He harassed a bit. He got the map control. He knew where to go. And then he was just always ahead as a result. And got the win. 1-1. Arabia time. It's Arabia time. This is for all the chocolates, people. For all the chocolates, or the third most amount of chocolates. Imperial bracket, 3rd place playoff. We are at 1-1. It's going to be Lakintha's home map, which is Arabia. He has gone with the Portuguese, the civ that he drafted last. And Lordo will have the Japanese, the civ that he drafted first. And it's going to be an early lame attempt with Lakintha coming forward with the scout. It is a Chicken Arabia map, which does mean it's going to be... the scouts can go forward and get some damage in, potentially. So, Lordo, guarantee this one. Very obvious. Man-at-Arms. Lakintha with the Portuguese? Not so sure. We'll find out. Lordo does love the Man-at-Arms into skirms, and I think it's the long-distance gold play as a result. We'll see what that comes and brings. Early lumber camp here for the Portuguese. Actually, that's interesting. It's going to be lumber camp, not early mill. You can definitely go up to the next stage with the Portuguese going fast mill because of their little bonus where foragers generate wood. The villagers, they hold on to the sticks and the little trunks and the roots, and they count that as wood on these lemon bushes. Fruit bushes, sorry. Very lemony, I think. I do love a lemon myself, but I feel like it'd get a little bit annoying if that's your only food source. That's a lot of lemons. But no lames. I think everyone ended up getting their res that they so desired. These chickens are in an unfortunate position. I wonder what the plan will be for the two players. Namely with the Portuguese. Normally you go chickens before berries. And he's obviously gone lumber camp first. Often you do go mill on the berries, but here it's going to be mill on the chickens. And this is where the options come in for the players, of course. How many do you send to chickens? You got 75 food per chicken. I think you should send 4 in this situation. And that is what has happened. 75 food with decay. Villagers can carry 35. Oh, dead scout, dead scout, dead scout. Oh, no, didn't see it. Yeah, so for those who need the... when it comes to the maths and the proper optimization of this, Vills carry 35, 75 per chicken, so 2 lots of 35 is 70. You get that 35 decay, get that 5 decay, so they don't walk back. Happy days. 1 trip. The best player in the world sends 3 to chickens. And just 3 on 1 chicken, and then all the way around after that. I think part of that is because... I haven't heard exactly why, but I believe part of that is to do with... Pros can probably micro down 2 vills. If it's just 2 vills unloomed like this, 1 scout can micro them down and kill a vill. So I think that's why he goes 3. I don't know exactly, because clearly you would want to send just the 2. And actually, La Quinta here is going to go and abandon the second one and just go back to wood. And he's on the berries as well. And let me guess, there's a barracks. Oh, barracks is a bit late. He's building it with 2 vills, yeah, and he's going to long distance the gold and then make the militia as soon as this barracks is up. Go man at arms. Yeah, I do think this is a little bit late here. I guess that's because of the double mill. I know it's cheaper for Japanese, but still not great. Yeah, you can see the militia in queue now. So let's see what this can provide. Let's see what we can do. Barracks coming up for the Portuguese. I imagine it'll be an archer opening. That would be my thinking. Walls, these houses aren't really performing the best walls at the moment. It's a little bit all over the place from La Quinta. He doesn't have the wood for anything yet. He's probably got the eco set up for scouts, to be honest. But I like this a little bit better from Ludo, who's managed to maybe fox this out a little bit. The barracks has been spotted, but the militia certainly have not. Chickens are done. Back they go. Oh, almost done. Not quite finished, but good enough. And the militia are going to go forward. And this base feels very open. Oh, militia now spotted, so that should see some walls. And oh my god, there's a snake on the field. Oh my days, that is terrifying. That is terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying to see a snake. Like, I don't know about anyone else, but I don't like snakes. I am very much not a fan of snakes. And that is just terrifying to look at on the map. The tigers, the lions, the Komodo dragons, they're annoying. That's just part of the game. But I look at the snake and I'm thinking, that feels real. And that hurts. And no walls here, by the way. Back to the game. And man-at-arms, oh god, that villager is... This guy hated her. He has quick-walled her out of... Quick-walled her into danger. And this will be another dead vill on the chickens. Good work from Ludo here. Japanese man-at-arms will attack faster. And this quick-wall fails. And this could be another dead villager here if the scout can get in front. Not quite. But now what about these villagers? They need to get some walls in. And quick smart. How good is it? Yeah, that's a bit better there from Lakintha. He manages to hold out the man-at-arms after that, but the archer will go down. He's got 2 vill kills. He has idled the TC a little bit as a result, but it's not too bad. And he's got skirms following up behind it. So, what does this now bring after this? Got some gold. Gold miners going back home is odd. I think that's because they're getting tasks off of gold. Maybe a second lumber camp could be of use. Yeah, this is maybe where the house and the unit, the building choices are a little bit awkward. Of course, the first 2 houses are in certain spots, but I'd love the other ones to be there because he's kind of taken his own wood lines away here. And yeah, maybe like 2 little walls there just to be able to give you a bit more space here, and then attempted walls here, but it has to quick wall in. Like he's had to quick wall himself in instead of being able to go house and wall piece there, and he's just... Lakintha's starting to lose space. Ludo's been good. He's been good, like the man-at-arms hit at the right angle to force some problems. And he's just made Lakintha struggle a little bit here with what he wants to do. And yeah, these walls are coming in now, and that's a bit better. Of course, it's just these ones that are a little bit awkward where you'd love to be able to wall to keep the gold protected from the skirms, from the archers, and the man-at-arms might get in just before. Yes, they do. Oh no, it's not good now for Lakintha. This should be a dead vill. Can he get away? He does get away, but now there's going to be problems on this wood line. And the archers can't really engage. They can try to, but the man-at-arms will take down the scout, and now the skirms are there for the archers, and Ludo, he might reverse sweep this set. Actually, this is the final man-at-arms. So he goes down. Now it's just skirms and archers. No fletching on the skirms. The vills will only get tickled as a result. Alright. Bigger walls now for Lakintha. Skirms again, just tickling. Archers are going to try and go forward, but if you look back at this Japanese base, this is clean, people. Look at this. This is what we're talking about with the Portuguese base. Look at where these walls are. Gold is safe from the archers. Look at where these walls are. It does mean that this wood line is okay to take. This one probably won't get taken because it's forward. This was the starting house, but then you can always get into that as well. You can see this wood line as well. Like, actually, that's a very nice map for the extra lumber camp here. But this is good. Ludo's base looks a lot cleaner. He hasn't had to go with those secondary amount of walls, and he's going to be up to the castle age pretty quickly here. There you go. Cells and up. Wow. Good pressure. Killed 3 villagers. Kept the base a little bit open. We're seeing these walls now from Lakintha. And again, small thing, but love it to be there so you can get that town center or a lumber camp there. almost would like... I mean, it's hard now, but long term, you'd be wanting to maybe stonewall to that, like wall that. So then you can drop a town center there. You got farming space back here. You got a town center spot there potentially. Oh god, the snake. Oh, it's the snake. I am terrified. Terrifying. Oh, the snake. Kill the snake. Sucked in snake. Market. And probably cav archers. Japanese cav archers +2 against other range soldiers, which I guess you might be seeing Portuguese crossbow. But Lordo will be up first, and Lordo will be able to get some damage in. He's getting he got the archer armor. Does make me think that will be the unit of choice. Let's see. Woodline idled for the moment. But cav archers will slap this. Triple range, by the way. How good is that? Spearmen coming forward too. Surely cav archers. It will be cav archers indeed. Okay. And wow, Lakintha is up now. Triple range cav archers from the Japanese. This has the potential to be game ending. Lakintha is in a bit of trouble. In a bit of trouble. He's got 2 minutes to try and hold this before he goes up. And then he can start thinking about his own skirms, which he'll need. There's another bloody snake. Do these snakes actually roam around the entire map? Or do they just, like, roam around in their little area? Where is this guy going? Kill it. Yes. Good idea, Lakintha. Don't let the snake attack you. He does do poison damage, by the way. Are there any more snakes on the map? Alright, what do we got? Cav archers are forward now. Lots of them are out. Bodkin's in. Remember, this is triple range. Opening with the triple range. And this gold can be pressured again. Again, this comes back to what we said before. Look at the difference between the base layouts here. This gold can be pressured and completely denied, and there's no other golds in the base for Lakintha. The other gold is out the front here. I guess there's this, but again, it's outside. This is where that wall would be so important to get a hold of. And these vills are coming forward. They want a workshop on the hill. He's getting husbandry now as well with a stable that's been built. This is good. Lordo's in a great spot. Lordo is in a position here where he can definitely convert this into a 2-1. So no reverse sweep. I think I got it wrong before. I think I said reverse sweep. But no. Lordo, his home map. He is the Japanese. He is in a great spot. And he's also thinking the longswords. He wants to add longswords to this army, which I do love because you know that there's going to be skirms created. And if you can bring longswords into this fight before any ARB switch is ready, well, I mean, it's not really a switch, but before the ARB mass is ready to go, this can work. Probably just best to focus on the mangonels, and there's still going to be a mangonel on a hill here to push this. But yeah, Woodline in trouble. I'd probably have favoured ballistics here, but this is still great. Lordo's still in a very, very healthy spot here. Very healthy position indeed. Gambeson's now, second armor coming in now. Another barracks on the front. Lordo wants to do this 1 TC. He doesn't want to waste any time. He wants to just break through all of this. Oh, this could be a devastating hit. Skirms are awake. Skirms are paying attention. Cav archers are around. No ballistics for anyone. Mangonel. Skirms, hold on. Second mangonel on the way. And now we're seeing the longswords. Oh my god, okay. Lakintha's going to try and skirb micro down mangonels. He gets one. Not bad. Smooth micro, by the way. But he's going to have to go in for the second one. No, he's going to hide back in the base. There's a couple of longswords in here. Lakintha's got his own mangonel in defense, but longswords are in. They'll kill some vills. And this could be a little bit of a problem for Lakintha now. The longswords are in the base. There's a knight and there's siege also walking through. Lakintha's base is under siege and he taps out. And Ludo, oh, wrong way. Ludo does take the set. Hang on, what have I done here? I've completely ruined that. Ah, that's better. That's better. Okay. Ludo does indeed take the set 2-1. And he gets third place in the Imperial bracket, which is third place overall. Well done to him. Well done to the Japanese Civ choice there. That was the first pick, Japanese. Didn't get sniped. And he gets the job done here on Lakintha's home map. No, on his home map. On his home map. God, I'm all over the place here. It's been 11 days since I last streamed, and I am really, really rusty. Wow. Man-at-Arms came in, got some kills. Eco was smooth behind it. He walled up the base well. The archers couldn't get any counter damage in Feudal Age. And he got that Castle Age timing brilliantly. Lakintha wasn't sticking around. And firmly, Ludo's match there. He has done a great, great job. And he gets the win. And he gets third place.